Listen. So before we dive into my show, I need you to understand a few things. The Savon experience is just that. The Savon experience. So be warned. These are my views, my thoughts, my opinions. So listen, don't take it serious. Don't get too upset. It's for entertainment purposes only, boo-boo. I don't really know you like that. You don't really know me like that, right? So we gonna be cool, right? We ain't gonna get mad, right? Because we know. I just speak what I think. So calm down. Chill out. It's just entertainment. You know, girl? So, keep it cute. And if you gonna listen from a place of love. Don't get too mad. Get on in here, babies. Get on up in here. Come on hither. Come hither. Come hither. Y'all, come on in. Come on in the room. Come on, Lord Jesus. Come on up in here. Thank y'all so much for joining the impromptu Savon experience / the divine. I can't say divine zone because then y'all get real nasty, and I'm not here for that tonight. Okay, I'm not here for the divine zone tonight. Y'all did enough last night, Lord Jesus. How y'all doing, pumpkins? Listen. I told y'all, first of all, that he wasn't lying. I said it. He wasn't lying. I said it. I told you. Friend.
Girl.
Didn't I say
You said it. I mean, you said it. All I can say is you said it, Chad.
Told you he wasn't lying. Hold on 1 second. Friend number two. Look, go.
Hey,
Look. Her mic is on mute. We
muted.
can't hear you, girl. Niece. Silent. I told you. Look, I'm waiting to get her mic together. I said y'all he wasn't lying.
You know, she sure said it, but then talking about she was going through a phase.
We gonna get into it in a second. We gonna what? Who saw it? In the comments, tell me if you saw it. Tell me if you saw it in the comments. Because if not, we're gonna do a reaction, a live reaction, and we're gonna watch it. Because I want to talk about some things, but I need to make sure y'all on the same page with me first. Okay, what's up, Marcus, honey?
Marcus.
We gotta make sure we on the same page, so we don't want to talk about it, but we're gonna do what's called a reaction video, where we're watching and having a reaction.
Right.
Shall I bring it up, girl? Oh, hold on. Oh, driving Miss Daisy.
Woo, Jesus! I seen it. I seen the things.
Didn't I say it?
Going on.
Didn't I say it, girl? I said he wasn't lying.
Let me turn the light on. I'm almost home, but God gracious of light.
We want you home safely. So we finna start the video while you can get home safely, because we're gonna need your commentary on it too.
Girl, I got a whole lot to say, and I was okay, never mind. I go. Little Will.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hold it down, and then after I get through, I want to talk about what somebody else said too, because Mr. MJ Harris, girlfriend, Miss Booty, Miss Girl, you had so much to say about him lying, and you didn't think it was true. Well, girl, what you gotta say now, honey? We'll talk about that though later.
I knew the boy wasn't lying because he was too hurt to be lying.
Girl,
that's like me. That's like a motherfucker breaking up with me, and I'm like, look, he cheated on me and he broke up with me.
Right. We know them feelings.
I don't know them
That boy
feelings.
not
I
lying.
don't have no
That
You
boy
ain't never
feelings.
been broke up with somebody you didn't want to be broke up
Had no.
with.
I don't have no feelings. I'm still in love with him right now.
Well, then that means you got feelings, then, girl. You still feel some kind of way, girl.
You know,
All
Jazzy,
right. Well, listen, we finna go on
Jazzy
and bring it
hard.
up. We finna bring it up
You
so
know,
people can
Jazzy
see
too
it. Hey,
hard.
Kimmy, let's bring it on up. Let's just add it. Let's just
Come
add
on,
it
friend,
here.
let's do this.
Let's just do it,
Come
girl. Let's
on.
just do it. Let me fix it so they can be real cute for us. Okay. Let's just make it a We're gonna in a full screen is what we gonna do. Well, wait. Y'all can't hear it. Hold on. I need y'all to be able to heard it. Let me
Heard it.
make sure I start it over so y'all can heard it.
Yes. No sound still.
What you mean no sound still?
You can't hear anything.
Well, I can hear it.
Yeah,
Let me
but
see
you're
what's
gonna
going
have
on.
to. You're gonna have to take and check the box that says whenever you do the share screen, audio too. It's a little box up at the left hand corner at the bottom.
Hold on, girl. Like what? Like Lucy, what you talking about, girl? Give me 1 second. I'm gonna have to go.
They
Well,
talk about that.
So
They
whenever
talked
you
about that
take
baby
and do the
so
share the
bad.
screen, on share the screen, it's gonna ask you what applications that you're gonna do, and at the bottom left hand corner on the first tab, you're gonna hit the check the you're gonna check audio, so the audio is heard through it too.
girl, I ain't never had to do that. But hold on 1 second while you learn me something. So hold on.
I'm
But
sorry.
anyway, they talked about that baby so bad. Talking about he was lying. I knew that boy wasn't lying. He was too hurt to be lying.
I see it. Girl, you better teach me some things, girl. Well, we're
I'm
gonna start it
sorry.
off.
She
We're
know.
gonna
She know
start
a little something.
it. You know what? She know every time I learn something, it's like she's teaching me because girl, I be set to go. Let's put it
I'm
on
being.
full
I'm
screen.
being a troll right now. She know a little something.
Little
I
something.
know. Just
Well,
a
here
little
we
light
go.
something.
We finna get into it. Can y'all see it?
Yes, but we can't
Yes.
hear it.
Let's see if you can hear it now.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
No.
Still no
No,
sound.
I clicked the box.
She.
What program are you running it through? You running it through a
Oh
tab?
God want me to get home before y'all start this.
I guess that's what it wants. What do you mean? I did the share the application.
So you're using a tab, right?
You say I'm using a tab. I don't have many tabs open on there. No, I just have it in a separate window altogether.
So whenever you take on it, did it take and bring that tab up?
Mm-hmm.
When it took and brought that tab up, did you highlight that tab?
Yep.
When you highlight that tab and clip the audio, it should work through there.
So that's
So
what
at the bottom of it, at the bottom.
Yeah, that's what I did. I did hit share audio. Let's just try this one more time. See, look, they don't want us to talk about it. Apparently, they don't want us to talk about it. They don't want us talking about it. You know?
JD and them got that money. JD and Bill got that
Yes.
money. They don't want us to talk about it.
Your entire screen. And see, when I go to entire screen, it has share audio. When I go to application, it doesn't. So let me just do this.
So I was just gonna say, when you go to application, you hit on the first screen, you hit the share audio, and then you go to the second one that has the whatever screen it is that you're using. You click on that and make sure it turns the perimeter of it turns blue. When it turns blue, then you're good to go.
Yeah, no, I did all that. And I don't think you're hearing anything still.
Mm-mm.
See?
You got the volume on there turned up too on the player?
I do. Yeah, because Silent Bay can hear it, but he can't hear it on his laptop. He can just hear it because he's sitting in the same room. Girl,
Yeah.
you don't want us to share it.
So
Everybody be patient, because when she gets it on, it is 12 minutes long, and I hope she.
I mean, we ain't gonna do the whole 12 minutes, girl. But
Well, no, it's good part of the 12. Well, okay, it's your show.
I was gonna say,
show, baby.
the easier, if it's not that way, then what you're gonna have to do is download it and then do it that way.
yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to do. But anyway, so before we get into it, let's just talk about some things because I don't want all this going on. This disturbs my spirit, okay? And I do have what's called FB downloader. So you just give me 1 second while I do that in the background. But look, okay, I knew that this baby was not lying. I knew it. I just knew. I felt it in my spirit. And Jada said, she said, first of all, somebody released the comment saying that she denied it, but she never did.
Mm-hmm. Or will.
Will backed her up. Will backed her up. He said, we never said anything. He said, we never even responded to the media at all.
Yes. Exactly.
I got my notes.
Are you getting
Let me get to the house.
Bridget?
I got my notes. I got my notes on who said what to whom.
Exactly.
And I got my notes from back when the table talk from the first one between her and Will. The first just between those two.
Right. Right.
Okay? And I hate that people keep saying that because she got pregnant, that's why he married her. No, he wanted to marry her anyway. She just so happened to get pregnant. She didn't want to get married. And he practically begged her to marry him. Okay, let's get that.
Who did?
I got my notes. Will.
Hey, Xavier Soul.
Really?
Will. Yes. Y'all didn't see the first table talk with just him.
Well, I didn't see the first table talk that they did on Father's Day. I think that's what you're talking about, right? Or I don't follow table talk like that, girl.
This was last year when she brought Will on, and they talked about how they met, how they got married, what had happened, and her mother was on there. They talked about what happened when he divorced his first wife. Come on, y'all. I got my notes.
Really?
Let me get to the house.
Ain't nobody tell you to go do no chicken run. Ain't nobody tell you to do no chicken run.
Well, here's the thing. So I didn't know that all that went on, and she pretty much he begged her to marry him. But anyway, so basically, here's the thing. She said that I didn't like how she tried to play it like, initially it was about his illness and, you and I were having problems and then it then grew into more. And then she tried to really minimize it. Like it wasn't like it was love, but it wasn't shit. Like it was 2 minutes. He made it seem like they were seeing each other for a long time. And she tried to act like it was just a moment. Like it was just a couple months. And then
like he wasn't long dicking her.
My favorite part was Will was like, I was through with your ass.
He said it. He said, yeah, I was going to leave you. I was done with your ass. And she said, yeah, I get it. So
but then he also said that he finna get her back.
He said, I'm going to get you back. And she said, no, they don't get back. He said, no, we can get back. She said, but you already have, though, several times. And he said, yeah. He said, yeah, you're right, but I'm still going to get you back.
You got to go back to his episode on his YouTube where he was bungee jumping, and it's his little light-skinned girl there, like looks like his assistant, but she's not. Okay, she's not. The little she light-skinned.
That's Will's little girlfriend. Ain't it?
That was the girl. I'm trying to tell.
It is girlfriend.
Get to my notes. I done wrote down my notes. I'm 2 minutes away from my house. Let me get my notes, child.
I mean, but you know what, Shayla? I get that. I get that she's a female. She was going off emotions with her and Will separate. I don't think that was just it though, because the way Will made it seemed like Jada got dude tendencies. Basically, there are females who think and act like men, and so they do things. And it seems like, you know, she was at a point because it seemed like this was one of the first time things that happened. And she was trying to justify. It wasn't a situation where she was like, okay, now you did what you did and I was getting back. She was justifying. We were having problems. So when you say that we were having problems and, you know, we weren't in a good space, you're trying to justify why you did what you did, which, okay, cool. That's fine. I'm not going to talk about y'all's marriages. Whatever y'all do. It's cool, right? However, you try to minimize this shit. And August don't seem like the type of person. You look at him, he got gals throwing themselves at him all the time. He ain't that person just to, you know, catch feelings like quickly, right off the rip, baby. So her game had to be strong, and so did his.
Yeah.
Okay, so she was acting like it wasn't really nothing, and it probably wasn't in the greatest scheme of things looking back now, but at that moment it was, baby. She said it was that's right, an entanglement. And Will said an entanglement, you mean a relationship.
Relationship.
Don't
do that.
Don't tiptoe and pussy walk around the bitch. It was a relationship, is what he said. This is why I said I needed you guys to see it, because oh my God, it was like, what you're not gonna do is act like it wasn't shit.
Personally, I think both of them was getting dicked down by him. That's just me personally.
Well, I felt that too, but I'm allegedly, I'm not saying that, but what I would say, yeah, she's warning up, child. But what I would say is that I felt that a little bit, but once the conversation kept going on, guess what I felt? I felt like, wait a minute, you the one that could contain your side piece. I contained all mine.
And he was like, get your shit together, right?
You the one, your side piece is the one that went crazy.
Let's just say it how we would say it amongst friends if we was in the house together. I controlled my bitch, but you couldn't control your
right.
That's what I got.
You couldn't control your bitch.
That's what I got from Will. Will was sitting there because when he was sitting there, I'm sorry, go back and look when you pull it up.
It's almost done, honey. It's almost done.
He looked prideful, like, look.
He was like, what you do, Jada? Tell us about it. Tell us what you did. He was like, tell us what you did.
Yeah. Tell her what happened.
Tell her. It's your red talk. You said you was bringing yourself. We're going to bring yourself. What you do? What you do, boo?
He looked so proudful. Like, look, your motherfucker fucked up the thing. You couldn't keep your peoples in check. And all of mine is in check.
And I like how he tried to, even though now we all know he probably had the first indiscretion. Okay, I'll give it that. He may not have, I don't know, allegedly, but he may have had the first indiscretion. But then he want to act like because she had hers, he was, I'm gonna get you back and this.
She was like, no.
No, you done got me back, baby. Ain't no get back.
You done got me.
Okay.
You don't get back.
Baby, you done did your thing. Don't act too brand new, girl.
But let me tell you what I think he meant by that. I think.
Well, go ahead. Tell us what you think.
She fell in love with him. That's what I think. And
I think so too.
The rules.
I think that was
the rules. So that's why he feels he looked like he was crying. You can have however many people you want, but you ain't supposed to fall in love with him.
You ain't supposed to fall in love, girl. Exactly. But see, you can't be messing around with granddaddy long legs and granddaddy long dick and then act not to get, like, you can't do that. And he was sickly too, and bitch, you was still like, girl, like that.
Let me tell you, they said August Alsino, and then wait a minute, before I say this part, a nasty part, but Will called him Aug, like he been around.
Like they friends, bitch. They friends. Yeah, we know we first met Aug.
That's like you calling me. Savon, that's like you calling me Bridge, which people do call me. They be like Bridgie Poo, or they call me.
When we first met Bridgie Poo, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm like, wait a minute. Okay. Anyway, what I was about to say was, I don't know if y'all remember, but August put a girl in the hospital with that long. For real. The girl had to go to the hospital after he had sex with that girl.
Well, he said that to be true.
And it is true. Everybody, the girl, it is true. It is true. It's not like somebody lying on their thing. It is true.
We're gonna
It's
try
true.
this again. Let's see if this works. If it don't work, then girl, it just ain't meant for us to
I just,
show it, Lord Jesus.
if I fall off, y'all keep going. I'm parking. I done parked in the front in the handicap. No, I'm just kidding. I ain't parked there. Whoever's handicapped, I'm just kidding. I'm didn't park in the handicap spot.
All right, well you part. I'm gonna put you on mute, girl, and we're gonna watch.
Okay, bye.
Let's see if it works this time. You still don't hear it.
Did you do the audio tab again? Did you left hand corner?
I did. So I don't think it's meant unless my punk ass is stop. Unless my punk ass is upstairs with the damn surround sound speakers and shit, because it ain't doing what it needs to do. It says some screens let you share audio. Look for the share. Oh, I see what. You know what? I know what it is. Give me 1 second. It's some bullshit is what it is, but you just hold on 1 second. I know exactly what it is. Because it's saying some screens will allow you to, so not all.
I feel like it was authentic, but the Smiths, as they want to put it, the Smiths took and played it completely down. And
they did, and I think that's why he got mad, and I think that's why he finally said so. Some people say, well, he didn't say anything because he's saying something now because his album. Well, girl, first of all, I don't think he needed them to really push his album, because from what I understand, this whole debacle experience has actually cost him money. So,
but then again, because they haven't really went back and forth, but I feel like they haven't really did like a whole big old argument type situation of the whole situation. I feel like that, both of them are so, and now he is, I think he did enough, but he didn't do enough to tarnish whatever ties that they had. I think he's still going to get, whatever he needs to get from them, because they have been helping them so far. But I just, to piggyback off what you said, if we were sitting in a room, and that'd have been one of them times, like, you need to learn how to control your bitches, type situation. And that's the look that Will had, because that's the look that Will had. Will was like, he wasn't upset, he wasn't mad about the situation. He was defensive about. What he was defensive about is people were saying, well, Will said this and Jada said this and the Smith said this, but he said we ain't saying none of that.
We kept our mouths shut, is what he said. We ain't said shit.
Basically, like you were saying, he was like taking and looking at her straight in the face, like, you need to keep your people in check, basically.
Check your bitch. Let's try it now and see what happens.
Okay.
Can we see it at least?
We can see it.
Red Table for me.
Yep, it's audio.
Stuff that's going on in the press. I felt like it was important to come to the table to really clear the air. Somebody made a statement for me that wasn't a statement I made, that went cray-cray.
And one of the reasons why I wanted to come to the table is the media, the headlines. We specifically never said anything.
Yeah.
We were purposely not saying anything. Any headline that says Jada said or Will said or the Smith said is not true. We specifically never said anything.
Right.
So coming to the table was like, we just felt like it got to the point where you got to say something.
Yeah, and to stop that cycle.
Yeah.
There's people's feelings involved.
Right.
No.
Right.
Feelings.
And at the end of the day, I don't know how all this came to be. That doesn't matter.
She said she ain't like to tell her business.
Right.
Honestly. And I would usually not, that would be something I wouldn't comment on at all.
Yeah.
But Will is looking so bad, girl.
Girl, wait a minute. Hold on. Bad as in what? Because I think Will is giving us like zaddy. Like, bitch, he look good to me. I like him look great coming
do
in.
you not see the puffiness under his eye? Like he haven't slept in a couple. Like he was.
Girl, he working, honey. He making money. He working, girl.
Okay, I'll be quiet. I'm sorry.
I know broke people who look worse, girl. Let him look like that with all the millions, girl. It's okay.
The power couple.
Private.
You just feel like it ain't really nobody's business.
Yeah. But
yeah.
See, get your home some check.
Has claimed it as their business.
But I feel like it's healing that needs to happen. Mm-hmm. And I know there's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now.
Yeah. Where's your
Even though this is minuscule, I do feel like it's these kinds of things that create the world that we're in. Mm-hmm. And the idea of not communicating, not talking about it, not clearing the air, and just being as transparent. Mm-hmm. Just being transparent.
And I'm here with you.
Yeah, I thank you for that because you've been on a hell of a journey with me. So that's what we're going to start with. This is a very personal journey.
Right.
That became very public.
He looks very vulnerable.
Absolutely.
Men can't take you cheating on them like you can them cheating on you.
So let's start with, I guess about 4.5 years ago.
Yeah.
I think it was about 4.5.
Tell them what you don't remember the details, girl.
Started a friendship.
And Will said, "Tell them what you did."
And
tell them what you did.
We actually became really, really good friends.
Really
and
good
it all started with him just needing some help.
Oh,
me wanting to help him.
Look, she was playing old Captain Save-A-Hole.
Mental
and me wanted to help him.
Because for me, that was the thing when Og first came around, he was really sick.
Girl.
He was really
tomato,
sick.
tomato.
And the outpouring for him from our family was initially about his health.
Yeah. And I mean, we found all those different resources.
Wait, let's pause on that because I think that's powerful.
Help pull him through.
So to me, when you say initially it was about his health, now I feel like y'all hoes was being all predatory and shit. Like,
with Og.
With Og. So so what did you have? Like the whole, predatory. Like, bitch, so he was sickly. You came in with your wound, saving the day, girl. And done got this baby. You don't put all this goddamn cougar puss, as Geisha girl said. Geisha 305. Bitch, you put all that cougar puss on him, girl. He wasn't ready for that. Girl, he from NOLA. He was ready. Y'all both got entangled into each other's thrusts and crevices and fell in love, bitch. And that's why Will sitting there looking like, bitch, you know the rules. You weren't supposed to fall in love. You supposed to fuck them and leave them.
Right. But 4 years later.
And look at Silent X-Video. No, they had a clear understanding. They've never done anything without any partners. No. Silent, I love you, baby, but you don't know. You wasn't there. You don't know. You don't know.
Right.
I believe they do have an open relationship that's been alleged for years. But the way that Will is kind of acting, he heard about that though. He a little hurt.
Right. You can see it in his eyes.
We all know what's good for the goose is not good for the gander. Sometimes these dudes is okay with you them doing their thing. But when you do your thing, they still process it differently, even though they understand it. They process it differently.
Right.
Oh, here come Go-Go. Process it differently. Girl, mute that girl. I saw the interview, and I'm going to listen to it a little bit more again because I could have missed something. And I know they got a good old open relationship and stuff, but I still feel like men process things differently
than women.
Because women and or bottoms are receivers. So when you let someone enter you, it's different from you topping someone. So it's still a little different from women and bottoms. So shall I continue, Go-Go? Would you like to add anything before I continue to hit play?
Well, I think I already said what I said. I saw somebody in the comments, and I ain't gonna tell you
what I said.
Well, I said what I said, but I'm gonna tell you what I saw in the comments from one of my daddies. Mm. I ain't gonna say which one, but they said that she was not in love with him. There was a rule that was broken.
I agree.
I keep saying that, and nobody wants to believe me. You're not supposed to fall in love. There was a rule broken. I don't care how many people say that he was in love with her, that he was in love with her. She was something with him too.
She was, if nothing else, she was digmatized. If nothing else.
They said he got that thigh out.
Let's just continue.
Okay, go
to listen, and then we're gonna let the people say what they have to say. Okay. Now that we got it working. Here you go.
From there, you know, you and I were going through a very difficult time.
Yeah.
And we decided
I was done with your ass.
Yeah, you kicked me to the curb.
I was done with your
ass.
Yeah.
So
marriages have that though.
Yeah,
marriages have that.
Yeah, we basically we broke up.
We decided that we were going to separate for a period of time, and you go figure out how to make yourself happy, and I'll figure out how to make myself happy.
Well, at that particular point in time, it was indefinite.
Yeah, I really felt like we could be over.
Yeah, we were over.
And then what did you do, Jada?
Well, you know, I think from there,
and what did you do?
You know, as time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement with August. One thing I want to get clear about and clean up, one of the things that was kind of swirling in the press about you giving permission, which is, you know, the only person that could give permission in that particular circumstance is myself.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. But what August was probably trying to communicate, because I could actually see how he would perceive it as permission, because we were separated amicably.
Yeah.
And I think he also wanted to make it clear that he's not a homewrecker, which he's not.
I think so. I mean, because this is your red table, and you brought yourself to the red table. I think you need to say clearly what happened.
Come on, Will.
You and I decided we were going to take our space, and what happened.
Yeah, and then I got into an entanglement with August. That's what I said.
An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship.
Yes, it was a relationship.
Yeah, ain't no damn entanglement.
I was in a lot of pain.
That's your justification, girl.
Now, in the process,
bitch, I'm in pain right now, so I go fuck somebody and get in an entanglement.
You can't find happiness outside of yourself. And luckily enough, you and I were also going through a process of healing in a much different manner. I would definitely say we did everything that we could to get away from each other, only to realize that that wasn't possible.
That's fair.
We come to the red table. So I'm in the Jada position right now. So you know, you during that time launched into an interaction with August. What do you feel like you were looking for?
I just wanted to feel good. It had been so long since I felt good.
Bitch, you ain't made her feel good in a long time, Paul D.
To just help heal somebody.
Yeah.
I think that has a lot to do with my codependency. Which is another thing that I had to learn to break in this cycle.
That's
just
real.
That idea of needing to fix and being drawn to people that need help, whether it's your health or whether it's your addictions. There's something about that childhood trauma that feels as though it can be fixed through fixing people.
Through fucking somebody else, right.
Versus fixing me. And I think that whole process with Og really showed me that. And
I don't think she's wrong at all,
and I'm
Shayla.
really grateful for that.
I don't think she's wrong at all.
I feel like that husband,
I
like I'm with you
Will
at the press conference. I'm that husband. Now I got to be with you at the press conference while you like tell the world about your transgressions. Like I love my baby. I'm gonna stand by my baby no matter what.
Well, you know, I definitely understand why it would look that way or feel that way, but I actually don't look at it as a transgression at all. Through that particular journey, I learned so much about myself and was able to really confront a lot of emotional immaturity, emotional insecurity, and I was really able to do some really deep healing. you know, and
Deep
as I came
healing.
through and started
really
to realize
deep.
certain things about
Like
you and
12
I, he
inches
decided
healing.
to
Hello.
break all communication with me,
Right.
which was totally understandable.
Right.
And I let that be and hadn't talked to him since.
Right.
So that's why he in his feelings, bitch. You don't cut him
all
out.
this
Well, he
stuff is
cut you
coming
off,
out
is what
now,
she
since
said.
this was
Yeah, because for me, this was years ago, right? You know, so the fact that it's coming up now, and I think it could feel weird for people that we're laughing and talking about it, but
it happened so long ago.
You know, and our experiences of working through it, fighting through it, talking through it, and therapizing through it. I think that the why now is weird.
Yeah. When I say it's been a huge healing on my life and just what I had to confront and discover, you know, about myself, the ugly truths and the beauty. So it was something that I felt like wasn't really ready to be discussed because it hadn't been that healing, because he hasn't wanted to, you know, Aug and I haven't talked in.
You see, they all call him Aug.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. This all seemed very strange.
That's how they trying to shade it. It's been very strange, girl. I don't think it's been a long.
For the journey that you and I have had together. Because I feel like there are a lot of couples that go through those periods, and a lot of couples that have to separate and think it's over. And, you know, one thing I'll say about you and I is that there's never been secrets.
Right. We came together young, and we were both broken in our own ways. And to be able to make mistakes without the fear of losing your family is so critical.
Yeah. It's the idea of any relationship and trying to get to deeper understanding of love is going to be forged in fire.
Yeah.
There's no way around it.
Yeah.
And I think that one of the things that I'm deeply grateful in this whole process between you and I is that we have really gotten to that new place of unconditional love.
Is real.
Because I wasn't sure I was ever going to speak to you again.
I know.
I won't talk to your ass no goddamn more.
The fact that I'm speaking to you again is a miracle.
That's the rule part.
I would agree.
No, but it ain't for the weak at heart. There's just certain things that you have to go through, and it's like.
And I wish, you know, I wish that wasn't the case. I do.
I wish I didn't fall in love with that
wish it could be all magic and miracle.
Yeah. You got to go through some to get the answers. You know, and I'm just happy because I definitely believe that you and I, we never, ever, ever thought that we would make it back.
Yeah, there's a real power in the just knowing somebody's riding with you no matter what.
What your girlfriend
and you really can't know that
until you go
through some stuff. You know, I don't want to go through this no more.
Yeah, no, I don't either.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you back first. And then,
Period.
You gonna get me back? I think you got me
back. One more good cheat in me before I.
I think we're good on that. Okay.
Okay, that's probably true.
You know, but and I don't think it's about getting anybody back.
No, for me it is.
Okay. I'll give you that petty.
So absolutely, I'm getting you back. So. Period.
But you know, I will definitely say it's just part of it.
Yeah.
You know, if you expect to be with somebody for a lifetime.
25 years and counting.
We ride together.
We die together.
Bad marriage for life.
I did like that though. I like that. That was hot. Like I like that. Bitch, that's real.
That's terrible.
It's the truth.
That's true.
But yeah, it's just part of the journey.
I told you the first year we were married.
Well,
what you tell me?
That's part of that. I'll end it there because for me, what I'd like to say is I do appreciate their relationship. Now I done said everything I had to say, but I can appreciate the realness of their relationship. Being in a relationship in the public's eye is very challenging. I like the fact that they own up to their shit. I like the fact that they're very transparent about the fact that they went through some shit. They both went on their own separate lanes and did what they had to do. and actually found their way back. And it's made them stronger. I can't say that I could be in a situation that deep and do it, but I've been in situations before. I'm not telling my motherfucking business, bitch, and I stayed. So there's that. So I think it's hard to be in the public's eye, you know what I'm saying, and have a relationship like that. But I just didn't like the fact that I still feel like she dumbed it down a little bit. And don't do that, girl. Don't dumb it down, bitch. Don't do that. That's all. Everything else, I'm cool with.
Well, I feel like, I feel like with any type of, like, I can take a look at it two different ways. And y'all hear me out whenever I say this, because a little bit of comparison, if y'all don't mind. Just bear with me for a second.
Sure.
So, majority of the people that come on to this are linked with Madison. So I feel like a lot of the times, like whenever certain friends or whatever like that don't come around, people always jump the gun and say one thing, you know what I'm saying, without verifying anything. And the way I'm trying to take and put it out there is like this, is that when you don't verify something and everybody's in cahoot with each other, like, everybody gets their reactions. Just like with me and you, we may not be on each other's live all the time, but it doesn't mean that we done fell out. You know what I'm saying? It means that you have your time to do your thing, they have their time to do their thing. And I feel like whenever they came together, they was under the understanding, after they, got his mental illness or whatever going on. But after they got that part right there taken care of, I felt like that maybe he was going to, maybe get mentored some type of way. Because in 4 years of dealing with people, it's a hard thing just to take and say, this round up in 12 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot more to it that we're not actually privy to watch. But it's harder for Black couples to, I feel like, be in front of people and to have this type of stuff put out there without it tarnishing who they are as people. Is really what I was trying to say about the whole situation. I was trying to look at it as a couple different ways, because that's with friendships. That's what you have relationships with your kids, and people assume that you don't love your kids anymore because in that quality times with them anymore. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of sort of hard to really say that we are trying to pass some type of judgment or trying to go off on the 12-minute video now, witness and seen. It's the whatever has happened in the past, but where are they at now? Right now, they're at a unified front, and they're saying this can break us down.
Right.
So I think it's very, admirable of them sticking together and saying what they got to say. But I also feel like that they should not they. I feel like Jada should have owned up to what she did, and not. But what I'm saying though is not play it down so much like it was like a little, flirt and go fling. And when Will was trying to be like, just admit what you did, basically is saying that you had the relationship. The relationship got out of hand. We're back together now, because she did state, they both had stated at that time frame that everything really transpired. They were not together.
They were not together, right?
So if you're taking and you're putting all of the little pieces together, you know what I'm saying? You can't help if you're not with, it's just like you, for instance, if you and Silent Bay was like, okay, so we're going to take 6 months out take 6 months off to get it together. And if that, during that process, if y'all do meet other people, it's going to either draw y'all together or, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be a complete separation.
Oh, I can tell you exactly what will happen. Bitch, it'll make me really like hot and bothered. Like I want you because I want to see you. I'm thinking about you with somebody else, but I'm also going to want to kick your ass too. So that's just it. I already know what that feels like.
So, the reason why I was saying and mentioned the different people that I mentioned is because, with us as Black, hard for us to be in not necessarily a cookie cutter relationship type deal, but it's so hard that it can be a minute little small thing that can be amplified. And I think that's really what they were saying in the roundabout way, is that it could be, small minute things that was amplified, and it seems a lot worse than what it is.
Yeah, and I agree.
That's just my opinion.
when Shayla says that's how she really feels, I agree with that. I think that's fair. You know, if that's how she felt, it wasn't that serious for her, but it was that serious for him. We've known situations to be like that before. You know what I'm saying? Where it meant more to the other person than the other.
Because that's kind of sort of like how Monique says that they're in an open relationship with her and her husband.
Yeah.
You know, but they've just, the rule is to keep it out of the public's eye. And I think that he got tired of being that hidden secret. So he felt like that he had really nothing left to lose.
I think that's why he left. According to his interview, that's why he left the situation. He said he left the situation because of that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Will and Jada, yeah, we're the public is saying that they have an open relationship. Now, what I am saying is that if they do, there is rules to this shit. Is what I am saying.
Always.
The unspoken rules.
I am saying, just like when you have a threesome, there's rules to this stuff. There's rules to it.
Yeah,
I agree.
And
I agree.
and I don't care what nobody say. Sorry, Daddy. I believe that there was a rule that was broken, because that's why he was crying. He was like, "You're not supposed whatever the rule was. I don't know what it is, but whatever it was not supposed to be broken. Period. We have understanding. You ain't supposed to fall in love with the motherfucker."
Yes.
I know. I done had about 5-6 hoes. I know that. But I ain't fall in love with them like you did.
Right.
Well, let me be Devin's advocate for a second. What if they had this they had the unspoken rule and this, that, and the third, but what if they had an agreement for so long you get XYZ amount of money, and now his contract that he took and signed with it, you know, maybe it's over with. He feel like now that these new music, maybe this will be, because some people feel like any press is better than no press. So maybe this is like fueling him, you know, whatever it is that it's doing.
I mean, that could always be the case. However, I don't know holistically what his brand looks like. So I can't say if he did that for that reason or not. What I can say is I have always supported his brand and his music because I love it. And I think that he has been off, you know, he has been working on this project long enough to where we were anticipating and waiting for new material and new content. And the fact that he has an album with 20 plus songs on it should pretty much fill himself. Now, Shayla, what you not gonna do is to say ain't nobody checking for August, because that's not the truth. That's what you're not gonna do.
Well, Shayla's also saying that they weren't together at the time. I understand that they weren't together at the time, but
they said it were.
They had rules to engage. There's rule. I still think there's rules.
But see, we got to remember too that just because we not checking, but see, just because we may not be checking for them, we're not the proverbial I'm gonna say we're not the majority. You may not be checking for him, but you don't represent the majority. You get what I'm saying? So you can't say that no one's checking for him. You just wasn't checking for him, and that's cool. But you just one person, you or two people, because I think it was Huns Island. You're not the majority. You're just a few.
And
if you think about it, this type of press really isn't good press because people really like Will and Jada, regardless of the alleged open relationship, etc. They're viewing him as a home wrecker. That would be a dumb move on his end to open this floodgate of issues right when he's releasing a record, because, you know, we still like to feel like we better than everybody. We still like to feel like our shit don't stink. So we could be fucking five hoes, but want to condemn him. He's a home wrecker. Well, bitch, you done wrecked about 5 homes, but you okay with it, right? So, you know. And if they were smart, Will and Jada has been in this industry long enough to know, I agree with T Bliss, you should have had his ass sign an NDA.
Well,
that's what I was saying from the jump. That's why I said I felt like that they had some form contract. But
There's
whenever
no
they
link,
had
Leah.
whenever they had some form of a contract, then maybe now that the contract is over, whatever it is that they receive, that's how I feel. I feel like that they were together for whatever time frame, and at the time frame they were saying, it's over and done with. Now that we're over and done with, he done did what he needed to do, they done did what they needed to do. And you never know how far it went, because it could be kind of sort of the Gray was, she got paid all this kind of money to be with the person for so long, and then now, it's done with. But then when feelings get involved,
it's a whole
it can
different
mess up a whole
story.
bunch of money,
But here's the thing. So
Then he wasn't
I agree. I do feel like, now looking at both interviews, I will agree with Shayla that August wasn't his feelings for real. I believe it. And I don't, let's say, and I'm going to say that it's true that it was a while, and they're trying to figure out why in the hell is this coming out all of a sudden. Why is it coming? If it was truly a few years ago, I can understand why Will and Jada is like, bitch, why is this coming out now? So then it does look a bit opportunistic. Hold on one second.
She's right about that.
I just feel like with him taking a to drop, it's going to correspond with everything. So with it corresponding with everything, it'll make not necessarily his story, but it'll make Wayne right now more believable. And I mean, that's just my opinion. I wasn't there, just like everybody else. We wasn't there, so we all entitled to opinions in the other situation. But I do feel like that, whatever they unspoken rules were, not only did he break the unspoken rule, but now that he took and put everybody out there on Front Street, so they're trying to, do what they got to do to basically make it try to go away.
I have to agree, from being someone within the industry, he broke a basic rule. So now no hoe in the industry is gonna fuck with you, because they're gonna feel like, bitch, you talk too goddamn much.
You're toxic now.
You an old loose bow mouth booty bitch. You talk too goddamn much. Like, shut the fuck up. You shouldn't have said shit. You know what I'm saying? Because there is a certain understood rule amongst us. That's why celebrities date other celebrities, because they know that they can appreciate the definition and the respect of privacy. You don't want out there telling his little feelings, and I was like, girl, you done did too much. And that's why you lose the contract, not because you were in a approved or in a relationship with someone who was married. It's because, bitch, you talk too goddamn much.
Right.
And she tried to save him by saying, listen, he was not a home wrecker. We were not together. And that's still a form of love, right? I appreciate that. But girl, you still didn't have to validate what we thought.
Right. And that's why I was also, that's why I was saying with the whole situation,
Situationary. What is it, friend? What is it, friend?
It's whole situationary. Not situation, situationary. Child, y'all know it's one of them. I just really feel like that, by them taking and doing what they're doing, I really feel like that not only they're trying to sweep it under the rug, but then I don't know. It's just a lot to take in, because I honestly didn't watch his interview. So I didn't hear it from his standpoint. So I'm not going to be ignorant towards the fact and just say that he was in his feelings, but something transpired there that made him feel like it was going to be a lot more. Maybe she was promising him that she was going to leave Will completely, and they were going to be together.
I was about to go with that.
You never know.
And she could have said that in that moment where she was emotional, and that's fair, because you know what, when you in the moment, you say some shit. Like,
it's just like when somebody taking they bust you one good time, then they ready. Oh my God, baby, I love you. This, I mean,
that's why most married people mess with other married people, so they know. I agree with Vale. You got as much to lose. So let's pause there for a second, because we only have a few minutes, because I'm not going to take it too much over an hour, because I've got my show tomorrow to rest.
Right.
However, here's where I want to swing it back to. So, I do fuck with and support MJ Harris. Y'all know that. I like his content, but I feel like there's
MJ Harris. I keep hearing that. Who is that?
Well, you're about to find out. So I feel that in this one moment, though, when he took the opportunity to comment on the fact that he felt that August was lying and etc., I just really felt like he should stay out of that lane, because you just got out of an old situation that we questioned whether it was valid or not, if you were doing it for COVID-19 and quarantine to keep your numbers up, girl, because you was with a whole porn star. You act like you didn't know that he didn't want to be in a monogamous relationship, girl. And you so thorough, girl.
Right.
I'm glad that you love MJ, but wrong is wrong, is right. That's just how I feel about it. I love him too. Ain't no tea, no shade. But when you make comments about certain things,
right, and you ain't even 3 months away from what you had just got over
with. But you
not
so
even
quick.
2.
So here, I'm going to share just a little bit, and then that's it. So
hey,
here
Coco.
we go.
Okay, I'm
So
listening.
let's just watch this, honey.
I didn't even know who that lady was.
Read August Alsino for filth. So go ahead and click like and click share
Read
and tag
him for
all of your
filth,
opinionated
girl.
friends in this, because I
That's a
want
stretch.
everybody's opinion. Listen, okay? A couple days ago, as y'all already know, August Alsina came out with the claim that him and Jada Pinkett Smith have had a relationship
Let me just
while
be
she
clear.
was married to Will Smith, and is still married to Will Smith. And not only
we're now reviewing and discussing MJ Harris's response to August Alsina opening up to the relationship with Jada Pinkett Smith. I don't agree with anything he said in this video and this video alone. So let's continue.
that, he claims that Will knew about it and basically gave his blessing. Now I do air quotes when I say relationship, because at this point it's his word against hers, because he's the only one claiming that they had this type of relationship. We've not heard that from her in any way, shape, or form.
You didn't give a
So I'm
chance,
someone
girl.
who's very careful not to just automatically go out and believe something just because one person said it. We know nowadays people can say anything on camera. That does not
You've
make it
done
true.
it.
But let's go ahead and go with the assumption that what he's saying is true. Let's just go ahead and operate in that fairy tale land. Here's the bottom line. He's a bright, shining example of why you should never date a broken man. Let's go ahead and go back to the receipts first.
Oh, no, you didn't.
I've done this before. In the days that I was waiting to get on camera to talk to you about this, I was going through August Alsina interviews, okay?
How does he have the...
I mean, does anybody feel like Corey was unbroken, that he didn't have issues? Is it just me? Oh, okay. Oh, all right.
What, that Corey is his boyfriend?
Corey was a porn star boyfriend that he met, that he broke up with when he realized that Corey stated that he didn't want to be with anybody monogamously. But they were dating for like months.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure how you found out.
During the first part of Ronisha. During the first part of Ronisha.
Girl, listen. Because I do fuck with MJ Harris and I do like his content. Please go and watch his content, like, share, and subscribe. But this is some buffoonery. That's just my opinion.
I ain't gonna like and share, but I'm gonna go look.
You know what? Like and share, he's pretty cool. I like him.
Okay. So when you look at his past interviews, his past videos, this is a man who has made brokenness his brand. Every time he's on camera, he's up here talking about everything he done been through, his hard life. Even if you look at this documentary series that he did leading up to this interview, which is all a part of promoting his album, you don't think it's coincidental that he's coming out with this bombshell claim right at the time he's got an album coming out? Okay, but let's go back to receipts. Even when you look at this documentary, it's all about everything that he's gone through in life. And even the filter that they use when they came in, the filter is the thing that makes it look really bright or really dim. It's shot in such a way that makes it look so heavy and so emotional, baby. I know production, baby, and I know when someone's trying to sell emotion, that man is trying to sell emotion right now, okay? And what it seems like he's trying to do within this is that he's trying to get you to buy into the idea that he's been a victim of life and that everything's gone wrong and that even the biggest people on earth who he trusted to be there for him ultimately still weren't there for him. Honey, he named his album A State of Emergency. Y'all not getting this narrative right now? Okay, well, let me go ahead and give you more, okay? Let's say, for example, that he really did have a relationship with Jada. How exploitive is it for him to then use that relationship as a way to sell albums? What I can almost guarantee you is that if, in fact, he had a relationship with Jada Pinkett Smith while she's married to Will Smith and that Will is okay with it, I guarantee you, I'm willing to bet almost anything that these people did not say to him, you know what, if it don't work out, feel free to go to the press and talk
now, I agree
about
with that. They didn't want you to go run and tell your mouth.
not. The reality is this, is that if they did have a relationship, they probably didn't have a non-disclosure agreement, which meant that she trusted him. All right, let's just be very clear about that. Because if they had a non-disclosure agreement, trust me, he would not be on camera right now. They would have shut that shit down a long time ago. All right, so let's say that it really did happen. They didn't have a non-disclosure agreement, which meant that she trusted him. And he is now sitting up here exploiting that trust to sit up here and try to sell an album. He is an example of why you should never be with a broken man. Because let me tell you this, people who always claim to be a victim of life, they will always find a way to find new villains so that they can perpetuate the image that they are a victim. Anytime someone hurts them, anytime someone quote unquote abandons them, anytime someone does something to them that is not in alignment with what they believe that they desire or deserve, what they will then do is then they will create a narrative within their own mind and share with other people in a highly exploitive manner in order to perpetuate that this person hurt me, this person they victimized me, and I got to it. I'm okay, but they hurt me. Baby, no. What you're doing is actually counterintuitive. You're making yourself look weak. You're making yourself look exploitive. You're making yourself look predatory, and I don't fucking like it, okay? So I'm gonna tell you this right now. I don't have much else to say about this whole August Alsino situation, but what I will say is this, y'all. Look at this man. All right, look at him. Is he gorgeous? Yes. I've seen the photos, with all the stuff going on, honey. He's clearly well equipped too. He got all those things that make him seem like he could be a wonderful man to be with, baby. But he's a bright, shining example that all that glitters is not gold, honey. All right. If a man is showing you clear signs that he is broken and that he has not healed his brokenness, do not get with him thinking that you can fix him or make him better in any way, shape, or form. Because what will eventually happen?
Girl, he talking too much. So listen, she already said that she was the type of, wait, niece, where you go?
I didn't go anywhere.
I was trying to take out the stream. She had already stated that she was attracted to fixing people. You get what I'm saying? So it wasn't like he was just looking to be fucking fixed. I mean, he talked about his challenges. You get what I'm saying?
Can I just pause real quick? I just feel like Tommy Davidson just was yelling at me.
That bitch, he was going like at a fast speed. I'm not gonna lie.
I thought I was in living color, and Tommy Davidson was just yelling at me.
Okay, let me say this though, for real. So how is it that not even a month ago he was just in the same type of broken relationship with the person that he was with, that now he can't take and understand why that he was in that? But then let me ponder y'all this one.
Has anybody called and checked on Corey? Oh, okay.
All this. Let me
turn on the living room lamp.
Corey.
Since they're saying all of this or whatever, what if publicity stunt? Has anybody thought about that?
I mean, MJ would know what a publicity stunt looks like. He's done a few.
You mean August? August?
Yeah, like what if all this because he did?
I don't believe it. Can I tell you why?
I'm just.
I watched this documentary.
I didn't say it was. I'm just saying, what if
he has to take care of all of their children?
Because he's taking care of his nieces and nephews. He's taking care of his like brother and sister's kids.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The daughters. He calls them now his kids. Mm-hmm. He has stepped up to the plate. I do not feel in my heart, and that's just me. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to. That boy is broken, and I believe that his sister got killed, his brother got killed. It's a lot of stuff going on, and he has to take care of them kids. Yeah. So I don't feel that there's.
I agree with you. I'm not taking away from what you're saying. What I'm just saying though is, okay, so look at it like this. If you would just look at it like this for a second. Mm-hmm. Since Rona's going down, we're not really able to go get out and socialize and do the things that we were doing. Mm-hmm. So what I'm saying though is that they can't really spend the big bucks like, you know how they used to do the Access Hollywood and ETV and all those different things. They would do different things. What I'm saying though is that from a production standpoint, if you're taking a leak and all these little things and then you see what I'm saying? It can all be a big old massive plot to take and be like, hey, whenever the new music drop, then you have a whole storyline to go along. Yeah. I'm not taking away that
Girl,
he could be really truly
let
hurt.
me sample the music first, and I'll get back to you. Maybe we'll have an August Alsina night. I don't know, and we can sample the music. But listen, I've gone into this. Listen, I've been like an hour in, and I need you guys to like, share, and subscribe if you like the content of what the Savon Experience is bringing you. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that bell, to get notifications. And I will definitely be on tomorrow for the Savon Experience Saturday Night Social Club, where we will be featuring music from Fantasia because it's her night. I love her.
I was gonna say, if you're gonna do August, I want to hear "And I Love It."
Hey, and I love it. Yes, I like his first. His first album is my favorite. The second is okay, but his first album is my favorite. Okay, so Zion Artist said, I listened to this album before this mess even happened, and I ain't getting nothing but Will and Jada asses in it. Ooh, Knees. I'm gonna check it out.
Would you get your daughter?
I'm gonna have to check it out because
everybody
baby,
independent.
listen,
I can't.
that's not my niece, that's my daughter.
Not yours.
Well,
I know who daughter it is. I was talking to Jay. I was like, would you get your daughter?
I ain't got nothing to do with it. I just feel like though, if he, like from what you're saying, because like I said, I really don't know who he is. If he's had two major deaths like that, sisters and brothers, that takes a toll. That takes a toll on people.
It does.
Okay, so I'm gonna let the ghetto Bridget come out and say, Jada would kick my time by that. I'm faded. Hey, she ridiculous.
I've not seen. I don't know what it looks like, so I've not seen it. So I don't.
A girl went to the hospital.
I'm gonna have to find the actual ding pic because
there's not one from what I've seen.
Rhea said she saw him in the Great Show, and I've seen it before in like a picture.
He said he doesn't have anything to sing a note. Wait a minute, he does. Oh, bitch! Oh, it's that nice. Oh. Anthony, don't call me out like that. Sorry, Auntie. Church tips out to like it. Listen, I'm gonna Google it. Leah, didn't you want to come in? Hold on, girl. Listen, I didn't have the link at the time, but I have it now. So give me 1 second.
I'm telling you guys that from what I heard, God, oh my God.
Really?
Girl down.
Seriously?
Look, okay, I'll put it to you like this. When he came out and he started, because he was just getting a little bit of fame. I heard it trace I need a allegedly sign. I heard allegedly.
Let's just do this right now. Listen, let's just say it. We don't know the facts. Everything that we're talking about right now is alleged, with the exclusion of what has been posted by the Jada, Will, and MJ Harris. We're only commenting on what they've published, as well as August Alsina. The rest is alleged.
This is the word on the curb. Okay, so he was Trey Songz was on a lot of his songs. When he was first coming out. Going on tour with him and all this and all that. The word on the curb was when they got to whip a little old Og, that it was over for Trey Songz, boy. They said it was over for Trey Songz. They said, motherfucker, I'll get that Nola clap. Give me that Nola clap. Hold on. What's going on? Oh my God. Here come your daughter.
That's my daughter. That's my boo, Silent. I love her. She reads for filth, honey.
She does, and I'm scared.
I don't read nobody. Reading for filth ain't even a words for it. That is truly a
reads are so eclectic and educational and silent yet deadly. So when you say silent artist, bitch, you silent, which is violent and silent.
Legally,
I do not be reading that much.
Girl, okay. Legally, what you got for us, boo?
Hang on, I should have checked my mic. Hold on.
We can hear you.
Wait a minute. Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Hey, first time works.
It works.
I see say bye got that matter. Oh, you can? You can my YouTube and everything. It works. I see say bye got that matter. Oh, you can? You can?
Look like
Somebody need to mute their other stuff though.
Hey, Shayla girl.
Xavier.
Yes, say
Huh?
Hey, Precious. Hey, Jasmine.
What's up? What's up?
I hate I'm coming to service late.
You said I had to Google the pit girl so I can see the jewels of the night, girl.
Girl, do yourself a favor. Treat your eyes. Hold on, because I mean you can hold it up to the light. Because you might not want that in your search.
I might not need to look. I need to be sure that I might not need to look. It's enough that last night I looked up somebody else's name on a certain site, bitch, and I was distraught. I had to screw up my eyes and ears.
I can do it myself in a damn shit because y'all look a damn mess. Hold on, they can not see me. And
I'm just saying, I'm still recovering, so I'm not gonna do that to myself tonight. I'm gonna not.
I'm still looking.
I don't. Wait, what is that? That looks like an elephant trunk.
My mouth just started watering.
I see exactly why Jada know that Will ain't hanging like this. That's why he mad at her.
Sorry,
Daddy. Is different now.
That's why he mad.
He entering the womb and he's like, bitch, it feels like a spacious in this motherfucker now.
You know she got 3 vaginal rejuvenation. I can't get my my shit right. Hang on.
See, dudes with that right there, they can only do one little move right there.
There it is. There it is. Come on, y'all.
Oh.
What the Saints gonna do?
Listen, y'all, wait a minute, hold on one second. Let me just say this. So I know you guys are watching, and you know it's okay that you're coming in and you're enjoying the content and you're not liking the video. It's okay, but you can like this motherfucker. That's what you can.
My bad. Girl, I was driving. I had to get right to the
talking about your faves, MJ Harris, honey. We talking about
hey, Shayla.
Oh, damn, Shayla, yes. I don't know Shayla no more. What's up,
like
is you gonna cuss me out, Shayla?
No, she don't look like she's in a cussing mood right now. She like she's chill.
Look, y'all. Damn.
I know you mad about it. I know you want her to cuss our asses out like these. What?
Bitch, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. I was trying to get you riled up in the comments. You was like, you did. I said they was broken up. I said, but regardless they broke up, they had an agreement. What you got to say about that, Shayla?
I mean, she made a point though. I mean,
hey, Silent Blue.
They were broken up, and I get it. That's ooh.
Darling look real cute tonight.
Niece just sent me some treasures in my inbox.
Who? And what?
Bitch, that's what's draining his spirit and keeping him sick. All the nutrients is going down.
Let me get off of here. Hey, get in here. He said, let me get off here. I love the way he talks. Let me get off here.
Shayla.
Come on, Shayla, what you got for me?
What flavor you got tonight? What flavor ice cream you eating tonight, sweetie?
Okay, well, let me roll down. Let me get my notes out.
Girl, I've seen it already.
Who is that?
August.
Alsino.
I wrote it on the I wrote it on the bill.
You wrote what on a bill?
My
That's
notes.
Nice.
My notes.
Oh, the
I wrote it with this.
Girl,
that's a rotate that rich.
Bitch, is that what in the hell?
Payday.
Go ahead. Okay, so listen. That's all I want to talk about, and I'm good. Like I said what I had to say. I'm gonna say the rest of my energy for tomorrow night when we feature Miss Fantasia. But I didn't appreciate MJ Harris getting on here with his goddamn.
Oh, hold up! He don't need to say shit out his fucking mouth. You was over here talking all that bullshit shit, crying over that daggone porn star you was trying to have sex with, telling us all about your little sex stories and all this stuff on here, and you wouldn't be talking about somebody having a publicity.
What do you say?
You was just crying. You was just having fake opinions on the whole video that was 12 minutes. What the hell up?
Moving out today. We decided to break up. Bitch, you know what? Bitch, you had a whole crew in production. And Corey was moving your boxes to your new place, bitch.
What really made me mad was when he tried to act like his friend was the one that showed him something that he ain't already know. You know this shit before your friend even told you about it, boy. Shut your ass.
You telling all your good girlfriends to research hoes, so why you didn't research and make sure you knew who you was laying in bed with?
No, he knew he was laying with because guess what he was doing? He was watching it on his phone before he saw him and was jerking his little finger off to it.
And you raw dog that we got tested before me, right? Bitch, girl. Just stick to financial advice and motivational speaking and stay away from relationship advice, girl.
And again, don't get me wrong. I love MJ Harris's videos.
Wise decisions. I don't make decisions in that field, so I'm not going to give relationship advice, bitch, because I know I still make fucked up decisions, and I probably will tomorrow. So, girl, I'm not going to tell you what to do. Do what your pussy tells you to do, and that's fuck it.
Well,
what's in your cup?
I think it's nice though, since you have experience.
Cheese and crackers.
It's not tea. It's a little vodka.
Is it both?
I wish I'm
right.
Bolt.
Because Maddie was acting the heck up on that day one. I had to get her.
Because Maddie made me feel like I needed vodka. So. Oops. Let me lift this back up. Yeah, and now I have had to go to the potty. I have to go to the ladies' room, so I'll be back.
It's the vodka.
It's the vodka.
Yeah. I hate her.
Are we still on for tomorrow, Shayla?
Shayla, silent neck here adoring you, neck girl. So you giving all kinds of sexy necks.
Oh,
that was. Jasmine, remind me, because I've had one crazy week.
What happened,
you know, we're supposed to go grocery shopping either tomorrow or Sunday.
I already went today. I'm sorry.
See how you do me?
Share if you get it out the chest.
It was just it was a lot this week.
Well,
but you in good company now.
Well, if nothing else, Shayla Love Muffin, you look absolutely radiant. You don't look like what you've been through.
No tea, no shade.
So listen, that's all I wanted to talk about tonight. I'm not going to keep you guys. I just wanted to get on here and chop it up, talk about how we felt about the Smiths' response to Augustus Alsino's.
I pray. You know what? I pray for August. You know why? Because he has a lot on his shoulders, and I feel a kind of certain way a little bit because they about to go. They got millions of dollars. They about to go on by their business and be miserable on one end.
But wait. But here's the thing. I'm sorry.
For the last 4 years.
They have. Here's the thing.
I know. What I'm saying is.
Here's the thing.
It don't matter to them, kind of really. You saw they was laughing and joking about it. We ride together, we die together.
But see, he should have known that. I'm sorry. This is a learned lesson for him. He should have known that. She wasn't gonna leave Will for him. She wasn't gonna leave him. Like that's just like
it wasn't together.
That's just like even if I had an opportunity to cheat with Will Smith. Let's say I had an opportunity to have a relationship with Will. I wouldn't have ever expected him to leave Jada. Like, girl, I'm just gonna have my fun until he decided to go back to Jada, and I'm gonna keep my money. I'm gonna keep all the money he gave me in the account, bitch.
That part.
Jayla.
That part.
She was acting like a Jayla, not a Jada. She was acting like a Jayla. A Jayla Smith.
I don't think that he thought Jada's gonna leave Will for him. I think he may have thought that they were going to get divorced anyway, and he was just going to come and slide on in.
Girl, you the same age as her kids. No, you didn't. You didn't. Girl, if he thought that, that's their lives.
Well, no shade, but some of these white men have done worse, bro. They dating their granddaughters and their foster daughters and shit.
Come on, girl. Come on, Nene. Come on, Nene.
But
I'm just saying.
You're absolutely right, but this is not a male or a Caucasian male situation.
But like I'm sure it's already been said that if it was reversed, if it was a man in the other position, because my ex-boyfriend's 19 years, I like older man. But
we know
they all got together and Jada looked good. Okay. I like him very distinguished.
Distinguished, yes, ma'am. Yeah.
You look like he had been crying for 2 days straight.
Car. I like it with a senior citizens
discount.
Crying
about what? He was probably digging down some girl last week.
He was sad. He been through it though.
Will he had a hard week, but I liked that look though.
Right. Will getting old, y'all.
But he look like he can still go feel hurt.
Y'all leave that man alone.
You see, he like to be crying.
Y'all see,
y'all know the saying. Y'all know the saying.
What is it?
A guy can stick something into you, and they can't take that, but they think it's okay because they just sticking it into somebody.
They totally different when a woman cheats, but I think he's telling her. I think he's embarrassed. Or anything.
For what?
Because the shit got out by his house.
And
they got talked about.
He probably said, look, you ain't got yours. The first time you cheated or not, I'm sorry, Shayla, not.
Shayla
the first time you
I think you have to come back to the
first time I ain't got no.
Nah, listen.
First time we use sanitizer.
Yes. Oh, yours is talking. Yours is talking.
Samsung TV, don't you, girl? I know that remote, girl. That's a Samsung.
Do you see what T Bless just said?
T Bless, it is some light skin. It is some light skin on light skin allergy.
I done had so many women. Ain't now one of them done came up. And
they say they motherfucking place. Because they knew as soon as they started talking, them Birkin bags was gonna be cut the fuck off. Because he had some smart like myself. I wouldn't have said shit. Bitch, my mortgage is paid. My car. I don't know Will Smith. Will who?
Will Smith. I don't know. If Will Smith came and got me,
I'm gonna Will come to the table and that house at 1.4 market.
Girl, you wouldn't get nothing out of me.
Let's bring that to
who?
Dwayne Martin in that house and the $1.4 million. Who? You know Dwayne Martin, Tisha Campbell's husband. And he bought Will.
Talk about that man.
Girl, I don't know nothing about Dwayne Martin, girl.
Nothing.
He's saying that. Dwayne Martin. Listen, let me tell it.
I ain't telling nobody.
Let me tell it.
Nobody.
Wait a minute, hold on. So wait a minute, hold on. What was you saying, Dwayne Martin? What?
Will Smith, gain/loan, Dwayne Martin, $1.4 million to buy a house, right? Tisha Campbell ain't know nothing until Tisha and Dwayne were getting divorced, and that they're the divorce meeting, and you have to tell all your assets, right? And so when Tisha found out that the house that she thought was hers was Dwayne's bought by Will, and Will almost sued him and get that money back. Now let me find out my husband and then.
I mean, wait a minute, but they friends though. They rich friends. He could do it for his friend. He had enough money.
I know everybody think that there's a alleged. What I'm saying is, you got to remember. Just think of it like this. I'm poor, like I am now, and I have a rich ass friend, and I'm married, and I know my husband ain't got no job, and we need to stay afloat. Yes, come on, buy this house. You is a triple millionaire. Yes, please buy my house. I'm telling my best friend. Matter of fact, I'm calling my best friend right now. Please buy my house. Well,
but Bridget,
and I'm not even gonna have the fact that I sucked a dick for the house for my boyfriend, bitch. You in this house?
Well,
because I sucked his dick, and that's why we're here. So you gotta get on board.
Now I don't agree. He shouldn't have hid what he did, but at the time, Tisha wasn't working. He wasn't working either.
So how I don't understand why they didn't getting paid and your ass ain't working, bitch. I'm sucking dick. So
and she was on Instagram or something earlier or last week when the shit came out about August, whatever. And she came out and was like, I ain't saying nothing. I know you can't. I know you won't say nothing because he probably paying your alimony. Will probably paying your alimony and all. They said, girl, you better shut up. Come on, Zolin, back it up.
You said what you said. And correct us.
What's the name?
Don't y'all go fucking up me and Leandra's opportunities.
Y'all
heard. There y'all go. Let me get the hell off of this screen.
On another
Uncle Daddy.
Okay.
Shayla,
don't y'all fuck up me and Leandra's opportunity. What the hell y'all working?
What are y'all opportunities, Daddy?
The same one you trying for, daughter. Shit.
Will? Oh, well, that ship done sailed me.
Running for America's Next Top.
It would be.
Not Bridget.
I really just came on to say hi. I didn't feel
it would be different. Have rumors about them having a relationship behind it. See, because there's already rumors about them being involved for years. That's the crux of the issue. In addition to the house.
Well, girl, I'm going to leave it here for you guys to ponder. It's always nice to leave a show on a high note where you guys can think and absorb the information that we've passed on. It is now 11 o'clock, and I've got to be up in the morning. And I've got to be back with you guys tomorrow for the Save On Experience Saturday Night Social Club featuring Fantasia's music. So I'm going to end it on a high note tonight.
Yay!
Okay.
So listen, let me remove my wonderful guest who's coming on the show tonight. Thank you so much. One moment.
I love y'all.
All right. So listen, you guys, thank you so much for joining the Save On Experience with myself and my co-host, Miss Jasmine Devine.
Hi.
Definitely be back tomorrow for the Saturday Night Social Club and on Sunday for the Cool Down with Jasmine Devine. You can definitely make sure you find Miss Jasmine where Sundays at 8 p.m. with What the What News and that song that make you go, okay. So, Jasmine, is there anything you would like to say before we end the evening?
Nothing. It was just a beautiful conversation. I'm glad that we are all able to agree.
Absolutely. So you stay right there. Listen, once again, you guys, thank you so much for joining the Save On Experience, the impromptu discussion around our thoughts and reaction to Jada and Will Smith, as well as MJ Harris. Now, we love you, MJ. Don't get too cute with it. We love you. I just don't feel like you were the person to really say what you had to say tonight because you've had some indiscretions and we all felt a way about it. You know, keeping it cute, that type of thing. So at any rate, you guys, thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing, and have a wonderful night. Good night.